Hello everyone and welcome back to my B&B Everyday YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. In Finn's office, he accuses Poppy of having known all along that he was Luna's father. She insists she wasn't sure. Finn exclaims, "Luna is my son. She's my son." He knows she didn't want him to do the test. "Tell me the verity. You've known each other and you kept it from me all this time. I'm Luna's father." At Bill's place, Luna walks over and picks up a framed print of Will. After getting herself a snack and murmuring about eating her passions, she hears Will and Electra talking at the door. She skedaddles as they walk outside. Electra tells Will the grounds are beautiful and huge. Will calls out for his pater, as Luna peers out from behind a wall. In the design office, Steffy tells Zend he's doing some of his stylish work. They talk about biding their time until Hope and Carter's reign comes to an end. He's sure if she has her way that will be soon. Steffy replies, "Not soon enough." Zend assumes she's being proactive. Steffy says the pieces are in place, it just has to play out. He asks if she's set them in handicap. She says it's more like a stranding ball. Zend will be happy to see their reign come to an end. He's been sorry to see what happened to Carter. He asks how involved her plan is, and Steffy will only says she's paying Hope a taste of her own drug. It's not exorbitantly complicated, just effective. Zend learns she's taken matters into her own hands with the help of a dear friend. In the main office, Hope tells Daphne and Carter, "It smells intoxicating," and then Daphne says it's intoxicating and intimate. Hope muses, "Intimate, what did I just walk in on?" Carter smiles nervously. Daphne says Carter had to witness the spices as the skin warms them. Hope decides to weigh in at Carter's decree and smells Daphne's neck. They agree on the same one and Hope tells him, "We're always so in sync." Daphne watches as Carter tells Hope, "I know what you like, and your opinion matters a great deal to me." Hope addresses about the launch and tying it into the bedroom line. Daphne remarks on them expanding into other requests snappily. Carter talks about featuring Big. It's nice to have someone who sees that vision by his side. At Bill's place, Will tells Electra that his pater isn't around, but he sounded to have made himself commodity to eat in the kitchen, which is odd. They sit and Electra asks if he thinks commodity is going on. Will shrugs, "I don't know. Perhaps he's working on a top-secret design." Luna smiles from the upstairs wharf. In Finn's office, Poppy tells him what they participated was special and beautiful. Finn asked her over and over again if the sprat could be his and she said it was insolvable. Poppy says the test must be a false positive. Finn pulls out the alternate test and reiterates that Luna is his son. "But you formerly knew that, didn't you?" In the design office, Steffy respects Zin's design again. He says it's a shame they'll no way go into product. Steffy says they might just not for Hope for the future. Daphne knocks and comes by and Steffy introduces him to Zend, who tells her she's charming. He takes off and Daphne tells her friend the Forrester men no way fail. Steffy asks for an update and Daphne says she's been with Hope and Carter, she's starting to see how truly connected they are. She assures Steffy she'll still execute her plan, but they're like two peas in a cover. Steffy says, more like two Steelers. She decides the plan may not be as simple as she allowed. They need to try a different approach. It might be better to speak to his heart and get him to see he's being used by Hope. In the main office, Hope and Carter phenomenon about Daphne Rose falling into their stages. The macrocosm is on their side. They kiss. Hope gushes about Carter making the company bigger and better than it was ahead. It's all thanks to the man in her arms. They make out, but when they clinch, Carter frowns. At Bill's place, Luna smiles and listens as Will tells Electra his pater is acting reclusive, like he doesn't want others around. Him not going into Spencer is a huge red flag. He thinks he's still dealing with what went on. Bill aloud. He'd a son, and he knows he got attached to her. It was a massive blow when it fell piecemeal and he set up out Luna Nozawa wasn't his son after all. Electra asks, "Where's Luna now?" Will says, "In captivity." In his office, Finn tells Poppy that maternity tests don't lie. She must have known. "Don't lie to me. Not again." Poppy insists she didn't know. Finn smothers, "But you suspected." Poppy didn't want to believe it and couldn't let it be true. Finn says it's true. "We've a son. I'm Luna's father." Poppy tells him she's really sorry. He says, for what? Trying to cover me? Poppy could end his life. He has dreams of getting a croaker and had his whole world ahead of him. She could raise the question or have it be true, so she raised Luna herself. Finn muses that she kept Luna a secret so he could have a career. She says his career, his woman, and family, everything she did for the stylish. Finn asks, for the stylish? He tells her she's right, he has an awful life, a great job, woman, and family. He doesn't have a lot of problems, there's just one thing. There's just one thing that I've an issue with, he yells, I had a son. All this time. And you burgled me of my son. Carter and Daphne got busted in a close moment while Finn brazened Poppy with the verity. In Finn's office, he was in denial about Luna maternity news, so he ran another DNA test and got the same result. Once Finn was convinced Luna was truly his son, he decided to get Poppy on the phone. At Il Giardino, Lee wondered why Poppy wanted to meet with her, so Poppy admitted Luna was missing. After Poppy explained how the captivity officers would only tell her Luna was still confined, she turned down Lee's offer to CAF them next. Lee remained repentant about the history, but Poppy looked shamefaced after Finn called her up and summoned her for another recipe meeting. In Finn's office, Poppy stressed the significance of him putting all his questions to rest. Still, Finn pulled out the maternity test results and brazened Poppy over her falsehoods, since he was indeed Luna's father. At the Spencer manse, Luna enjoyed her snug life as she relaxed on the lounge in ethereal slippers and ate chocolates. When Luna stumbled across an old Tom flyer in a book, she refused to believe he was her biopater. In the design office at Forrester Creations, Zend intruded Hope and Steffy tense discussion. There was some talk about how inestimable Zend was at Forrester before Hope took off. Zend assured Steffy that he'd faith in her plan to take back control of the company, but he wished he'd some details. Steffy didn't give Zend any major updates on Tuesday's B&B occasion, but she did say Hope and Carter wouldn't smell it coming until it was too late. Meanwhile, Daphne refused to tell Carter why she showed up on Forrester Creations' doorstep, since she wasn't the type of woman to explain herself. After Daphne shifted gears and pushed Carter to choose between the two spices she was offering, he scented one side of her neck and also the other. Carter formerly again sounded enraptured by Daphne as he leaned in close. When Hope entered and spotted the cozy moment, she questioned what was going on. Carter pulled back nervously and explained that he was trying to choose between the scents for the launch. Carter will avoid raising too numerous red flags for now, but will bring you more prognostications on any covetousness that might erupt for Hope down the road. Finn is sitting in his office reviewing the maternity results. He says audibly, I'm not Luna's kinsman. I'm her father. He can't believe what he's seeing and decides to run another test. The buzzer goes off and Finn sees the test says the same thing, he's Luna's father. Luna is mixing a drink at the Spencer manse when she itches her ankle and reveals her cuff. She says audibly she wishes her mama knew where she was. She sits on the lounge and looks at a flyer with Tom Starr's name. She says she'll no way believe he's her father. Poppy is having lunch at Deacon's Pizza Kitchen, as she thinks back to her last discussion about Luna's maternity. Just also Lee arrives and takes a seat. She says she'll always be there for her family moving forward. Poppy tells her family Luna is missing. Lee doesn't understand as Luna is confined and can only be one place. She offers to head back to the captivity with Poppy to help her with the hunt. Just also, Poppy gets a call and leaves the table.